Hello, how are you doing? Amy Wilkinson here, the coach working with women in the food industry. I help women to get the recognition they deserve in their careers in food, and I'm super passionate about it. I've done a series of videos this week. Go and have a look, and they're all pinned at the top of my profile because I don't really understand why they all go everywhere. But if you struggle to find them wherever you're looking now, they're also on YouTube. So go and have a look. So I've covered loads of different things. And I've done it because I'm passionate. I want to help people. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. But I've also done it because I'm launching a course, a program, whatever you want to call it. Now, this starts on Monday the 26th, but I've had original closing date of Sunday. The course is going to start on Monday the 19th. And for obvious reasons, if you're watching the UK, you will know that it is the Queen's funeral on Monday the 19th. So obviously I'm not about to start a course then. I would love you to come and say hello to me on here. I don't always see the comments when they come up, but I do always come back and reply. And I wanted to do a bit of a Q&A because I know there's a few people that are really interested in the course, but I've got a few reservations, a few questions, and I wanted to give you the opportunity to ask them. So do come and ask questions. Like I say, if they don't come up, because of the way I'm streaming this through a third party provider, it doesn't always come up. But what I will do is answer some of the questions that people have sent me in advance. The Invisible to Value course, I'm not going to go on for ages about it. I have put this together based on the 75 plus women that I have coached in the last 2 years and seeing the patterns that form for all of us that make us feel stuck and make us feel invisible at work. So many women come to me feeling like they're a bit burnt out, like they are getting overlooked, like they're missing out on promotions, that they're lacking in confidence to speak up in senior meetings, that sort of thing. And what I have managed to do with so many of those women is take them from feeling like that to feeling like they're absolutely confident to speak up and feel comfortable in self-promoting a little bit, but not in an icky way, in a way that feels good to them. Because they come to me feeling frustrated, feeling they generally have that whole guilt that we have as women, that we just feel like we're not doing anything right at home, we're not doing anything right at work, but also scared to raise their profile because they're so overwhelmed with everything that they've got going on that they don't want to stick their head above the parapet. And what that ends up happening is resentment and frustration because you get overlooked. And so many of the women I have worked with have said that they have gone through coaching with me and they feel so much more confident at the end of it. They feel like they've got more headspace, they've got more time to spend with their family outside of work because they're pushing back at stuff, pushing back on stuff at work. I'm speaking too quickly because I don't want to make the video too long. I know that's not the right thing to do, so I will slow myself down. And you know, a lot of them have been recently either quite junior and, you know, are stepping up into those roles where they've got to converse with people at a more senior level, or are moving into exec team and board level roles where you're having to converse at a much more senior level and having the confidence to go into those meetings knowing that you're going to be able to deal with whatever situation's thrown at you and not have to stay up till midnight revising everything before you go into a meeting the night before. And what I've found is that they are feeling like people are taking notice of them more and that they feel like they have more of an impact at work, and that feels good for us, doesn't it? So so it's going to be a 5-week course, and some of the questions I've had from people are, how is it going to work? Because like I've got a really busy schedule and stuff like that, and I get that. So what I'm doing is it will be pre-recorded videos for the content of the videos. And I've broken those down into 10 minutes so that you can watch a bit here and watch a bit there, and you don't have to sit down and, you know, have hours of it. So you can do it in your lunch breaks, or if you get a lunch break, maybe while you're eating your lunch at your desk. or you can fit it around a busy schedule, but that doesn't mean that you won't get access to me live as well. You will. I will do a live Q&A once a week where you can ask me any questions. I will also be able to support in between each module. And those modules will go out on a Monday, and then you'll get some homework, which will take no more than half an hour to an hour to do. It might be just spending a bit of time reflecting on how you communicate, who are the people you need to influence at work, that sort of thing. Or it might be me getting you to put on your big girl pants and actually speak up at a meeting, or do something that's going to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because the reality is, if you stay stuck where you are now, in a year's time, when you look back, you'll be like, yep, I'm still frustrated, I'm still annoyed, I still don't feel valued at work. Whereas if you do this work, you are going to feel so much more confident. And I know that because it's worked for so many women that I've worked with, and it's worked for me as well. I used to be as quiet as a mouse, and now I confidently speak. Doesn't mean that I don't have those gremlins, and I get a lot of that stuff. So it's going to be a 5-week course so you can do the modules self-guided in your own time, but you will get access to me live to talk things through. Now I'm just looking at what other questions that I have had through. So time is one. What else have people asked me? How long do you have to have the course? You will have lifetime access to it. So yes, okay, it's 5 weeks that we run the course over, but you'll have access to me for 10 weeks to ask any questions, because I know that we always get behind, we have these best of intentions, don't we? And then the actual content itself you'll have access to lifetime. Another question I've had is it just for people that work in NPD? No, I've worked across loads of different functions in the food industry. It doesn't even have to be specifically if you're in the food industry. However, a lot of my content is tailored to that, and I will use examples that are food industry related because it's all I've ever known, and it's all where I've always worked. Can you get work to pay for it? Yes, you can. We just need to work out how to do that, because I know like getting set up as a supplier, all of that can be a bit of a nightmare, but I'm happy to get that sorted. So if you do need that to happen, let me know. And money is one of the things that I know has held a few people back. This course itself costs half what it would cost to work with me one-to-one, but you will get the value that you would get from a one-to-one in terms of the content. Obviously, what you don't get is the coaching that's really, really specific to you, but you do get access to me in those Q&As, so you do get that, but it's half the price of, and that's part of why I'm doing this, because I want more people to be able to afford it, because I know coaching isn't accessible to everybody. But I also know there's a cost of living crisis, and it gave me a bit of a wobble, that, and obviously the news in the UK this week. Should I go ahead with the course? And I sat back and I reflected and I thought about it, and I was thinking, would I have invested this money in myself when I was in an employed role? Don't know. Would I have done, would I have asked work to pay for it? Don't know. What I can say to you, hand on heart, is that it is an investment. An investment in you is worth it, because you are worth it. And at a time where, where the job market is going to get more turbulent, where, let's be honest, it's going to get difficult, to have more confidence in yourself and to be making a greater impact at work is going to make you feel more secure in your job. Now, I can't make any guarantees that you're not going to be made redundant if you do this course. I'm not some charlatan that's going to make up those things. But what I do know is that you will go, if you do this course and you do the work, you will come out the other end feeling a lot more confident in yourself. And that can only help your career in the future. So I'm just going to see if I can see any comments. It doesn't really do a very good job, this. It's good because it lets me stream to lots of different places, but it's a bit slow on the old uptake of comments. If you have any other questions, please drop me a message. Put it in the comments here. Drop me a DM. I'm happy to jump on a quick call with you if you're not sure if you're a hard woman. Hopefully you know that by now. I'm going to force you to do a course that you don't want to do, but if it's going to be helpful to you to have had a bit of a chat and work out if it's the right thing for you, then I'm more than happy to do that. So do drop any questions below, send me a message, and sign up via the link which will be below this video. And I hope to see you there. Have a good weekend.